Weather rate certified 11 years in a row.
Did you see that water dancing from the hill? Whoa.
3 strikes and you are out.
Ouch. All right, back here at home, very different conditions, Alana.
I'm actually thankful. You see that and you're like, oh, hell no. Right, Emily? Right? Come on. You're like, no, thank you. Because that can damage
I was going to
cars.
go there and I thought maybe I shouldn't, but Alana goes there.
Alana can.
I mean, if you ever think, Glenn, I'm not going to go there, you can count on me to definitely do so. Hey, it's a gorgeous day out there. We saw clear skies in southern Utah. I love this shot coming from Kanab. Thank you to Judy for sending it our way. Look at those crystal clear blue skies. The red rock just popping, gray warm throughout the state. Now, we've got the newest drought numbers because while we're talking about dry conditions, we should talk about progress. Now, 37% of Utah no longer battling drought, and we made gains this week when it comes to dry conditions in yellow, now down to 63%. When it comes to that moderate drought, we're into the teens, and in south central Utah, that severe drought wants to hold on, but now only 5% of Utah seeing those conditions. So major progress, absolutely love that. But we're dry today and we're warmer than where we were yesterday. It's just stunning. In Salt Lake, 70s, 60s along the Wasatch Front, mid 70s in Moab, low 80s in St. George, now flirting with the mid 80s as they sit at 84. We do have cloud cover in the north, which you're going to notice on our Colonial Flag Tower camera. I show you this because the flag really demonstrates the wind. Even though we have gorgeous temperatures and it's a beautiful spring day, there's a little bit of a thorn, and it's that pollen. Are you an allergy sufferer? I know. It gets right here, those sinuses, watery eyes. It's moderate mold and moderate trees at this hour. Juniper, olive, and ash tree are the pollens that are flying through, and winds easily spread that pollen, so these days can be tough. The winds picking up because of the front that's approaching, also increasing cloud cover in northern, central, and even portions of southern Utah. That's going to be the biggest impact, the wind. As we look at the wind advisory that has now been posted and is in effect until midnight over in eastern Utah, Uinta County, Vernal, Duchesne, impacted by the winds behind that front will keep us gusty. And we're going to see some downslope action. Let me show you what I mean and why. As we get through the futurecast here, you see this area of low pressure. It's got counterclockwise flow. Now, it's not moving exactly through Utah. It's to the east of us, and that is going to push some air over our mountains. So what do we get? Canyon winds, and we're going to see it along the Wasatch Front. Now, that system clears. Most of the moisture staying out of Utah, maybe a few isolated showers as we head into Friday. Winds persist on Friday with the help of that high pressure clockwise flow. So a northerly flow, which is why tomorrow we're going to be a few degrees cooler. Now, this dome of high pressure heads to the south of us, and it kind of just meanders through the desert southwest. That's when we're going to see our warmest temperatures. It brings peak heating Sunday and Monday. And what we also get with this, increasing clouds and southerly flow, which means Monday we could be really warm. The winds on top of the warmth already in place. So those temperatures will be noteworthy. We keep our eye as we get through lunchtime on Monday on that low pressure system off the coast, because that's going to be the potential for a weather maker as we make it into late next week. So we'll see, but dry for the next several with the heat building, right? And we are going to see those 90s in St. George. Easterly canyon winds. This is important because I explained that system to the east of us is going to cause this, but you want to secure your loose objects now. The area is prone to those downslope winds. Davis County, so Farmington, Centerville, gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Peak winds here, 11 p.m. until 6 a.m. Brigham City all the way down to Provo could see them. So if you live on the benches, don't say I didn't warn you. 60s for tomorrow, slightly cooler than today, 68 in Moab, 80s in St. George, just a few degrees cooler than where we were because of this front. 90s, make no mistake, they come in and they come in full throttle. 93 on Sunday. We get the winds upsloping in St. George, which is why they peak on Sunday, but along the Wasatch Front, we peak on Monday. Southerly winds will crank those temps. Now, could go 86, but I think with the wind, we're going to go high 80s. We'll see what happens as we get closer, but temperatures just soar as we make it through the weekend.
That will be a shock to the system.
Yes. I don't even remember what that feels
Seriously,
like.
No. I don't either.
Maybe the basement of my house felt that way a few times in winter. Crank that heat, crank that heat.
Thank you so much, Alana.
Yeah.
Time now for a look at sports at Dana Green.
Cheering on some local players tonight.
This should be a national holiday. It really should. I mean, it's draft day. Come on. It's the first round of the NFL draft. 6 o'clock right here on ABC4, and former